Hi, I'm Lynne with Soft Squares. Today is Saturday, March 30th, 2024, which means it's time for the Saturday stitch-uation, where we talk about all things quilting in my world. Thank you for joining me. Today is a weekly video that just talks about what's going on in general. It's not project related. It's more of an update. If I have contests and winners, it is announced here. And by the way, I have an update to last week's contests. And the contest that I just did, the person that won has not reached out to me, so we're moving on to another winner, and that will be announced later. And just so you know, I go back to the original YouTube thread where you were entering, and I pick another person from there. So I will announce that new winner in just a bit. So anyway, this video is just a general update. Most of you know I had shoulder surgery. I'm doing much better. I had a setback last week and I was really hurting and not moving, and I'm doing better. Mr. Fix-It, my husband, had surgery yesterday, his eyelid surgery. Droopy eyelid, but they did on both sides. So he's all ice packed up. So he is recovering well, and you probably will not see him Monday. So Mondays is the live sale that I do every Monday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. I call it Live at 5. It's about an hour and a half long. Short and sweet, on and off. I don't want you guys having to hang out so you don't miss something. So short and sweet, and it has items that are usually not on my website, and if they are, they're at a better price than there. By the way, my website has really good pricing, so check that out, softsquares.com. By the way, I want to let you guys know we have finally got all the account information integrated to the new website. That just happened late last night. So I'm still trying to figure out how this is working, and what I have been told, which I cannot confirm because I don't know. Anyway, what I have been told is the way to set up your account, now that everything is over there, you need to go to softsquares.com and then hit the button that says login, and it's on the banner at the top right. And that takes you to where you can either log in or create an account. And at this point, you're going to create an account. You're going to use the same email that you used for your purchases. If you use more than one, we consolidated everything into the main email we got things from, so that we can keep your history all together, because it is based off of your email address. And anyway, so you're going to enter that and then create a password and then submit it, and then it will send an email to your send you an email that you have to click on the link to verify your account. And you're done. Now, I have not been able to get that far because I think the server might have been down late last night when I was playing with this. But that's in theory how it's supposed to work. I also sent out a mass email to everybody that had an account, and I have yet to see that come through, which, again, I think it might have been just the system was down for maintenance or something and it didn't go out. And if it did go out, let me know. But basically, it goes through the same thing I'm telling you. However, it has a hyperlink in the email that is wrong, and that's my fault because I didn't change it quite right. But it's the same thing. Log into softsquares.com and then hit log in to get to an account, and that's where that link was redirecting you. So it's super easy without it. But anyway, once you validate your email, you should be able to get in. You should be able to see your history. Now, everything was imported with the date of 3/29. I have not yet seen what this looks like. It's possible that all your prior history is dated 3/29. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I apologize. I have not had a lot of content lately. I have been swimming between shoulder surgery, trying to get stuff geared up for the store, doing live sales, dealing with health issues. Now I'm sick, you could probably hear it, and tax season, and then integration to the new website. I would like my life to calm down, and I think we're getting there. A lot of this is not going to be in the center and forefront of my life anymore. But we do the live sales, and I'm really excited about those. So be sure to check in on that on Mondays. And listen to me. I am hoping that I will be able to get some videos out. I'm going to retreat in about a month, and honestly, if I have not had a chance to get videos up before then, I will definitely have a lot of content to show you after that. I'm hoping we're not that far out to be able to do that. I have both of my sewing machines up. I have my favorite one that I've been using, which I've used for years. I love it, but then I just got myself a new Juki straight stitch. I've got them sitting side by side, and I've run out of bobbins on both of them. And you know what? That bobbin chicken thing is real. And I usually have a ton of ready-to-go bobbins, and I have not been in the mood to deal with bobbins, and I'm completely out of bobbins for both machines. Unless I want to use something that's like neon, not gonna work. So little things like bobbins have stopped me. I'll get that fixed too. Our website still has issues, so bear with us. Right now on the main page, if you click on specialty boxes, which is where we'll take you to the holiday boxes, the scrap box, oh goodie box, mystery box, that link doesn't go anywhere, but it's just a quick link to get you to that section. If you go under shop and then specialty boxes, everything's there anyway. So just know we're working on fixing all those things, or getting them fixed. We aren't doing them. The company doing it is. What else have I got here? So a couple weeks ago, Marlon, during the live sale, Marlon was all excited because he had come up with a scrap bag idea, and he showed his 3 scrap bags, and then we talked about how he was going to do more. And then last week's Live at 5 did not have scrap bags, but we're going to have them going forward. And even though he's kind of blind, he can open his eyes, but he's got this big ice pack thing across his head, which, by the way, I should show you a picture of him, because not of his face, but of the ice pack situation I've got. I made a head wrap that holds one of those soft gel ice packs, and it's better than the eye patch ice packs that they sent him home with. But he has this big thing on his head. It's quite funny. But anyway, when that's off, he can see a little bit. So he's going to put together some scrap bags. So we will have those. There's no change on the 2 quilts I was working on. Not even going to bring them up. Well, I did, but not going to talk about it anymore. Can you believe that April Fool's Day is Monday? Monday is also April 1st. April is the month of my birthday, so we're going to celebrate birthday stuff off and on throughout the month. I'm going to have some specials and things going on because I want to celebrate you instead of celebrate me. So April is spring showers, and in my neck of the woods, which is Orem, Utah, it has been raining the last couple days, and it was really sunny and higher temperatures last week, and then it dropped, and tomorrow is Easter, and we're having a family gathering with an Easter egg hunt, and it's supposed to rain, so poor kiddos are probably going to do it inside. So hopefully you guys are going to have a better Easter weather-wise, and if you're doing your stuff on Saturday, here it wouldn't be any different. It's just as icky today. So anyway, birthday month, I'm like all over the place, can you tell? That's why I can't get things done. Anyway, for the birthday month, we're going to just watch to see what posts on that. Now, I have Facebook groups and a Facebook page. The Facebook page is where you're going to see discounts. I will also post some things on YouTube under it's called a community tab. It's just basically where I can put some text and it shows up in your feed, but only on your phone. But anyway, I will announce, I will announce through that and on Facebook that what's going on, if there's a sale and what's going to happen. So just watch Facebook Softsquares page, which you can get to that off of my website. And cool thing I want to tell you about is on my website, which I'm going to pull up here so I can see, If you scroll down to the bottom of the first page, you're going to see 4 boxes that run across there. They mostly have logos. And one says Facebook page, and that's the page I'm talking about where I will put announcements and if there's a sale or something. The next one says Quilting with Lynne. That is my Facebook group page for this site. So people are posting projects. This is where you can go in and comment and post and show what you're working on. And it's an interactive group. Okay, and then the next box is Donate and Swap. And that is also another Facebook group that I oversee. That is a donation page where we're doing swaps all the time. If you have something you need or want to swap or donate, that's the place to go. Okay. And then the fourth one on the far right is YouTube, which you've already found me because here you are, but that just redirects you directly to YouTube. But going back to the donate and swap page, we are currently gathering donations and blocks for a Quilt of Valor group in Michigan. So as I've said before, there are chapters all over the country. This happens to be a chapter that doesn't have a lot of resources. There's not many quilt shops and not many quilters in the area, but they have a great need for quilts. So I have offered to help, and we have been collecting fabric for them. And there's 2 ways you can get that to them. You can send it directly to me. My address is in the description below. The other way is you can now send it directly to her. Pat is doing it, but the donations will be sent to a church because it's a chapter, but it's coming through a church. And so the church is accepting mail. So you need to follow the instructions on how to address it, and part of that is SS will be in part of the address, and SS stands for softsquares, which is how she keeps track of where things are coming from, and then she'll update us so we know just how we are doing with helping them. And anyone that donates will get a thank you letter and a charitable contribution document, so it is tax deductible. They are looking for patriotic fabric, 108 wide backs. They won't do anything else on the back. And any type of quilting supply, because the gals in this area that she has found that can help are seamstresses, and they're retired seamstresses. So she's teaching them how to quilt, and they're doing great, but we're trying to make it easier for her. So she's been personally purchasing and donating all the supplies that each of these ladies need. So anyway, if you have seam rippers, whatever, just think about it and forward that on one of the 2 ways. The other thing is we are doing, as Softsquares, a Quilt of Valor block roundup. I just put it out there, we're going to make a certain block. And this is the block. There is a link for this. It's a double star. It does not have to be these colors. We do prefer a white background, but as long as it's patriotic, we'll figure it out. Follow the instructions so we all get the same size block. The link, again, is below, and it's pretty easy. You can see it's basically squares and half square triangles. It is a free pattern, and we are going to make as many blocks as we can and send them on to her, which will help her with putting more quilts together. And because then they're not building extensively the quilts. I want to show you, this is a pattern or a quilt that they had done, somebody had done, using those blocks and how just changing the angle of how they're set and putting it with a panel and how that worked out. So we're just going to send these to her, and as long as they're patriotic and the same size, they will do their best to group them in quilts that are, where it makes sense, or use it in a quilt that works. So yeah, please join in on that. So as far as the Facebook donate and swap group, there's some mention of it, but really most of it's coming through my channel here. So send your blocks directly to them and the fabric directly to them. If you want, you can send it here too. I'll forward it on. But this is something that we're doing here. Okay, so Another thing is I have the mystery quilt project box that's going to be released in July. I have mentioned this before, and things were a little messy at the beginning. Let me tell you a story. So back in December, when my Advent boxes were being opened up, people were discovering me and these boxes, and it went crazy. So all of a sudden, they're sold out, and everyone wants a box for next year. So we decided to open up a pre-sale, but we weren't planning on dealing with any of the Advent stuff until March, April, somewhere like that in the spring. And we just kind of had to throw it out there that, okay, we're going to do 2 boxes again. You can do a $50 deposit, and then we'll sort the details out later, but you've got a box, and then you can make payments as you need or want. We don't have a schedule, but you can make payments. So we did that, and then I thought, you know, maybe instead of doing a small box and a bigger box, I will make the smaller box a little bit different, and I'll do a mystery quilt with it. And so I was at first telling people, okay, it's going to be 25 days of Advent for the big box and a mystery quilt for the A box. And then I changed my mind, and I realized people really want the Advent stuff, and so the smaller box is now a 12-day Advent box. But really, I was just taking deposits, and nobody really knew what I was doing, including me. So the A box kind of got pushed to the wayside, and the B box is the bigger one and what everyone really wanted. So we sold out of the B box before New Year's, and I thought, this is silly. So I added like 25 more boxes to what I was doing, and now I'm down to about 5 left over because it's really slowed down. So what I'm letting you know is if you are interested in a B box for 2024, there are still some available, and they're going to go fast. And then the other one is the A box. I've only sold about half of them. And the biggest problem or reason for that is because people want the B box, but also I wasn't sure what I was doing with it. So I've got the 12-day box for the A box and the 25-day box for the B box. Be sure to check those out. You're going to go to specialty boxes on my website, and when you first go to the first page, there is actually a picture and a link that says specialty boxes. That's one of our problems with the website. That link does not go anywhere. But you can also get to it by going into under shop, and then the category is specialty boxes. So you can just click on it there. We are not, let's see, we're still setting up or accepting payments on the A box. The B box, there's just a few left. And so that's a full payment. Right now we closed out on the pre-sale option on that one. But, so those are there. But in addition to that, the original idea of having a mystery quilt project is still happening. So that's going to be coming out in the middle of July. So that's a long story to get back to the July quilt project. Anyway, the mystery quilt project I am really excited about. It is different. It's also different than what most people have done for their mystery quilts. You are going to get all of your fabric, including the background and the backing, in your kit. You're going to get all your fabric at once. You're going to get your pattern, but it's going to be in individually sealed envelopes for clues. Then you open the clues when you're ready for it. You work on your clue. There's also going to be a video for it that's put together by Lynne, which is our pastry queen. And she's a pattern tester and writer, and so she has already tested this pattern and made her practice quilt, as she calls it, but it is beautiful. This quilt, I'm going off the top of my head, I cannot remember. I think it's like 75 by 88. It's a good size quilt, and so you could choose to make it smaller. What it is it's kind of a complicated block with lots of different components, but you're going to repeat that block. So if you choose, you don't want to make it as big, just don't make as many blocks. It's really quite simple. So, and when I say complicated, I just meant there's a lot to it, but the techniques that we're using are not complicated. And in addition to sending you all the fabric and the pattern, you're going to get the template. You're going to get a large spool of thread, and some other things specific to the project, and that's all going to come at once, and you work at your own pace. I'm planning to set up a Facebook group page just for this, so people can talk to each other and help each other and support each other, show what they're doing and whatnot. And so I will be part of that. So Leanna is not set up just yet because it's not out yet. But I do want you to know that there's a lot of those boxes left. And even if they don't sell out before July when I start shipping, they're still going to be available until they do sell out. I wouldn't wait just in case you miss it. But there's actually 8 fabric lines that you get to pick from to pick your fabric choices. We're going to coordinate the backing to go with it. So it's either going to be like a light white or a bright white or ivory, something that is the right tone that works really pretty with it, because it does have a, it's kind of like this, you know, there's white, quite a bit of white in it. But I just want you guys to know it's going to be really fun, especially once it gets going, and I'm so excited about it. So, but because I first announced it as the A box and people were more focused on the Advent, then I switched it to be its own box. It did get confusing, and then it took me a while to figure out what the fabrics were. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't planning on doing any of this stuff until spring, and it just kind of happened that you guys were interested in things sooner, and so we did it sooner. But I jumped in with some very vague information and had to figure it out as we went, and in the process things got confusing. So I do want you to know the mystery quilt project is available. There are 8 color or fabric collections that you can pick from. You'll get fabrics from those, and you're going to get the background, the backing, and the focal fabric. You're going to get everything you need, and the binding and the border will be all part of that. So including tutorials. So check it out. I'm super excited, and I know that once we start going, there's going to be a demand on it. So don't miss out. I'm going to announce the new winner for the 6,000 subscriber giveaway, which the person is going to get an Oh Goodie box. So the contest started 2 weeks ago when I hit 6,000 subscribers. You guys had to enter using a keyword. From that, I picked a winner and announced them last week, and that person did not claim it. So I am picking another one from the same group of people, and I'm going to show you what just came up on my random picker program. Look at that. Annette Maxi Muhammad. Her comment was, "Thank you for your generosity of gifting one of your subscribers with a goodie box. I truly enjoy your channel." So that is our new winner. Congratulations, Annette. Please send me an email at lynne@softsquares.com to claim it. I already have your address. I appreciate you guys being patient with me as I sort through a bunch of stuff, and I'm not feeling well, and I'm just overwhelmed with stuff. I need a whole bunch of mini-me's, and I have been able to get some help, but I still don't have enough to do all the things I want to do, which is why you're not seeing a lot of content from me. Things will get better. Thanks for sticking with me, even though there hasn't been a lot of content lately. Leanna and I have some things in the works for some stuff we're going to do, but I will be getting back to sewing. I'm missing it a lot. Don't forget, guys, I have all of the Fabric Cafe books, all of them. And the new one just came out, and it is selling fast. I have to keep reordering them and the book before it, called Go Bold. So, but I have them. I have them in stock as well as all the other ones. So don't forget and go to my shop if you need those. Plus, I have hundreds of patterns. Hundreds. And a lot of them are from small independent pattern makers that you won't see very often in places, and they're really different, really fun, and so there's a lot of variety under patterns. Plus I have notions and fabric and all that, so just check out my website. But if you're looking for a pattern of any kind, check there first. All right, thank you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you Monday for our live at 5. Again, it's 5 o'clock Mountain. Have a good day. Thanks. Go sew something.